What's up, guys? Thank you for joining me today on Instinctive Addiction Archery. I'm your host, Jeff Phillips. Got a very exciting and super cool video here for you today that I hope and pray that you will enjoy, man, that you'll find helpful. And I'm just excited. I'm super excited. I've been noticing the month of November is new bow drop for all the compound companies, right? Matthews, Hoyt, Elite, every bow manufacturer out there drops their new flagship bow in November. So the frenzy starts. Everybody, kind of starts wanting to jump on the ship and say, okay, what's exciting? What's new? What's the new innovations? What's changed over last year's models for compound bows? And it's just a big thing, and it's a huge marketing thing. It is. But guys, I want to bring you something super cool today that means more to me than any new compound that has ever come out in anything they can possibly admit. Promise you guys. I have got in my hands for 2026, available right now through 3Rivers Archery, the brand new Thunderstorm. That's right, the Thunderstorm Recurve. Lord have mercy, what a beautiful bow. This bow is unbelievable. Okay, so when I got notified that this bow was on the way to me, I looked at pictures. I said, man, that is beautiful. But you know what? When I got it out of the box, I promise you guys, it was almost too beautiful to even, I didn't want to scratch it. I didn't want to, the bow is gorgeous. It truly is. But with even that, I love beautiful traditional bows that have elegant wood, elegant designs, things of that nature. And this bow is a way step up, okay? It is not your budget bow, and it is not a high dollar bow. It's right there in the middle. They're like $650-ish on the price range. So they're right in the middle. They're definitely not a budget bow, but they are way step above what most are, okay? So I'm like the same with every bow that I get. No matter how good it looks, I'm about how a bow shoots, because a lot of bows look really good, but they're not that great of a performer, and they don't do a lot for me. Okay, this bow absolutely checked every single box that I had. Way far exceeded every expectation that I could ever possibly imagine. Okay, and as I was putting the bow together, I came in. I got the bow about, I'm going to say I got home about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the evening. The bow had arrived. It was in the box. I took it out of the box, and my eyes just popped at how beautiful this thing was. So I immediately started putting it together. And guys, my total setup took maybe an hour, maybe at the most. It doesn't take me long to put a recurve together. It really doesn't. Because I buy 40-pound bows. And a 40-pound bow, I can shoot 500 spines with 250 to 300 grains on the front. I draw 27.5 inches. My arrows are always cut 28 to 28.5 inches and literally tune out of any bow. Okay, it's just not that difficult for me. So I have multiple arrow setups with broadheads already, ready to hunt, ready to go. So it does not take me long. All I generally do is bolt the limbs on, set the brace height, tie me a knock on, put my silencers on, good to go. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit about this new Thunderstorm Recurve from 3Rivers, guys. I'm going to give you a good look at it. We're going to shoot it. I'm going to show you exactly what's up with it, but I want you to look how absolutely mind-blowing, beautiful this bow is. I don't know that I have ever seen a production recurve of this caliber. Guys, I don't think I have. I personally have never owned anything out of the box that wasn't custom built that looked like this bow does. No, absolutely not. So what you have, and it's even got the cool 3Rivers logo engraved into the limb overlays. Man, it's freaking awesome. Golly, it's awesome. So what the layout for this bow is, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, and we're going to shoot it, of course. But this particular bow, the new Thunderstorm, this is a 62-inch bow. I got mine in 40 pounds, and a 40-pound recurve is absolutely smoking fast for me, okay? I don't need any more, and it's so incredibly smooth and easy to shoot. So I wanted a 40 pounder. That's what I got. So what you have here, and I was a little skeptical because being a former bowyer, you know, I look at limb construction big time and things because I built so many limbs. And I said, okay, let's see what is the deal with these limbs, because they were advertised on 3Rivers website, black and white ebony cores with clear glass. Well, I've used black and white ebony veneers under clear glass over bamboo tapered cores on multiple limbs that we've built in the past. Okay, great performers, but I've never used black and white ebony per se as a limb core. Maple or bamboo is all I ever used. So I was a little skeptical about that, not knowing, okay, is this thing really going to perform? Is it actually tapered? Is it not? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So what they did was they ran 2 tapers. If you look at the limbs here, they ran 2 tapers of black and white ebony for the limb cores under ultra clear matte glass. And I'm talking about, there is not one single streak in this glass. I don't know where they get glass this perfect, but it is flawless. I'm telling you, I don't see anything. Now, I don't know exactly what this wood is, but I'll tell you the combination and what it looks like to me. It looks like zirconia. It looks just like zirconia. If it's not, it's an identical twin to it, because it looks like zirconia in this riser with really, really pretty birch inlays on it. Okay, so this is definitely some birch that has been worked out. And what's cool about this riser, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the riser itself. The grip has got a really, really nice flat. Okay, it's about a medium wrist angle. The grip has got a really nice flat, so your hand locates perfectly, the same place every time. And look here, these little ridges on the front of the riser, guys. These are locators. When you draw this bow, you can actually put your fingers in these grooves for ultra consistency. I really, really like that in this bow. I mean, these locators are absolutely awesome. They are. The limb tip overlays, this thing is built for fast flight because it has got black and white phenolic limb tips. Okay, so you can shoot any fast flight string you want to on it. It's not going to matter. Now, I slid a Selway quiver on mine. This is a Selway slide on that I put on this particular bow. Just one I had laying around. I just put it on. Works great. No issues at all. But it's a traditional only Thunderstorm. Okay, so now we got a 62-inch recurve. You say, well, what brace height are you running? 7 3/4 is what I'm running. You probably could run an 8, but 7 3/4 is absolutely perfect. I've got minimal limb contact. And matter of fact, 3Rivers sells these cool little dampers that go on the back, and it didn't even need them. It didn't need them. I shot it without it. It was so quiet. It didn't make any difference. They send a premium D97 Flemish twist string with these bows. Served up super nice. D97. I put the wool puffs on mine. Now, these are the alpacas. I like the alpaca wool really well. It's a super great silencer as far as the world of wool goes. They're ultra light. They don't retain water. They're a super good choice. But here's what amazes me about these. I don't ever see production bows offered anywhere that are of this quality, okay, in the all-out build of the bow. The beauty of this bow is just something to behold. I mean, it truly is. The figure in these limbs, in the riser, everything about it, it is a world-class bow. Now, goes back to this. How does it shoot? I have had so many bows, guys, that looked really good, but they just were not shooters. When I put the bow together, as I was getting it all put together and set up, and I actually hunted with this bow the very next morning, put it together that night, I was in the woods with it the next morning. Didn't get a shot, but I was ready to smoke one. I was ready to go because I went out and I shot it under the lights. I'm talking about this bow was stacking arrows, stacking exactly where I was looking. The bow was hitting, and it was so quiet. So that gets back to what I'm going at. No matter how good a bow looks to me, if the bow is not quiet, I don't like it. I don't like to have to do so many things to make a bow hunting quiet. So I was a little skeptical. You know, would this bow be as quiet as I hoped it would? Yes, I was so pleasantly surprised. I shot a 480 grain arrow out of it. Literally could not hear the bow. Zero hand shock whatsoever. Zero, none whatsoever. Ultra, ultra smooth draw. Just springy, smooth draw on this bow. Ultra quiet. I love the feel of the grip. So instantly I was beyond amazed. Beyond amazed at what they had come up with in this bow. Guys, this is... 3Rivers has come up with some really good rigs. They really have, especially in that $300 to $400 range. Man, they've come up with some good bows. They truly have. But this one, this bow takes the cake. It's a different level, okay? You say, well, Jeff, how would you compare this to some of the other, say, 3Rivers bows in the past that you've been so fond of, like the Oberon? Guys, I will tell you now, one-piece recurves, I personally have never, ever owned a one-piece recurve that I liked as well as I did the Oberon. That Oberon 60-inch is an absolute dynamite bow, okay? Now, the takedown. My Oberon 62-inch takedown is nothing short of a shooter. It is a great shooting bow. Do I like it as well as this one? As far as shooting, yes, it shoots almost identical to it. But the Oberon risers come with a little larger handle, a little larger grip, if you will. If a guy has a big hand, he's gonna love it. If you have smaller hands like me, you're gonna work it down like I did mine. I worked my grip down on my Oberon completely, made it what I wanted it, and I love it. Oh yeah, but it didn't come that way, all right? But the one piece did, and so did the longbow. The longbow and the one piece have much smaller grips, smaller throats, smaller everything. They fit me better, okay? This bow fit me right out of the box. No touch. I will not ever dare touch this thing as far as any kind of rework. It will stay just like it come. And here's what I like. Look at that for my thumb groove. They put this overlay in here for your thumb groove where your consistency is unreal. I mean, it does not move. This bow just sits, okay? Time after time, shot after shot. You can't grip it a different way every time. It's gonna fit right there in your hand. You're gonna shoot it the same every single shot. And that is very important. It's really, really important because the slightest little difference in the way you grip a bow will definitely affect your arrow impact. It will. It's no different than a compound. If you torque a compound, it's going to affect where it hits. I mean, it's just not going to shoot right. And you'll do it unknowingly sometimes. But that's why compound grips are very narrow, very small, and truthfully, a compound bow shoots its best with no grip on it at all. Doesn't feel good, but that's the most accurate compound that a man can shoot. That has no grip, maybe just wrapped, because you're not going to torque the bow, okay? So that's just the way they're designed. Well, a recurve is not much different. It's truly not. Now, I say that because you can torque a recurve. At full draw, if you're putting a death grip on it and you're at full draw and you go to torquing the bow, you can slightly torque the limbs, just slightly, but it'd be tough. I mean, this bow does not have much travel in it at all, but you could, okay, with the tilting of your draw hand. How you actually move your fingers on the string, that can torque a limb a little bit and cause an erratic arrow flight. That's why bare shaft tuning is so difficult for lots of people. It's hard. So that's why they'll get all kinds of different readings on a bare shaft tune because it's the way they're gripping the string. They can't grip it consistent enough for that to work. So anyway, 7 3/4 brace height is what I'm running on this bow. If you want to run an 8-inch, that's fine, but you definitely do not need to pass that whatsoever on this bow. I don't see it. I see no need to run any higher than that, and the performance is absolutely amazing. So, back to the actual shot. My question was, if this thing has black and white ebony cores, is it going to shoot as good as a carbon bamboo limb or even a maple core riser, a maple core limb? Yes. I have no idea who come up with it, how they thought to do this, because I personally have never thought to do it. But I promise you, it's a shooter. It is so smooth and quiet. Unbelievable. It truly is. I could not ask for a better shot out of this new bow. This Thunderstorm is a dream to shoot. I promise you guys it is, okay? I'm not trying to get you to go out there and order one. If you decide you want some different bow or something, hey, yes, consider it. If you ask me, Jeff, if I spend $650 on a bow, can you guarantee me I'm going to be happy with it? Well, if $650 doesn't break you, absolutely you're going to be happy with it. There's nothing not to like. In the world of recurves, if you compare it to anything out there, anything money can buy, $1,500, $2,000 custom recurves, does it shoot as good as one of those? You bet your bottom dollar it does. It shoots as good as any custom bow I have ever put in my hand, bar none, end of sentence. Yes, absolutely it does. There again, it's not a budget bow. So, excuse me. I'm going to shoot it and show you guys what the deal is with this bow and just how good it shoots and how quiet. Now, I want you to listen. We've got the mic on. We've got the big mic on there. It's going to pick up everything. 480 grain arrow. I'm going to shoot this thing and let you guys decide for yourself what you think about the noise level. Does it have any noise? Does it not have any noise? I can tell you now. No, very quiet bow. But the experience of the shot is something that you can't feel watching me shoot the bow. All I can do is explain it to you and tell you. And I can promise you the bow has no hand shock at the brace height that I've got it set. There's no hand shock, no vibration, no rattle, no anything whatsoever in this bow. It is very dense. Now, it is a very, very dense riser bow. And that's why it doesn't have hand shock. Okay, now I'm not running any material under my limbs. They're only bolted down like they come. And I shot it like your break-in is what you want to do on all takedowns is you want to shoot it about, 30, 40, 50 times. And then you want to just barely tighten down your limb bolts one more time because it seats everything. Okay, you have alignment pins. And you want to make sure everything's seated good after the first few shots. But this riser here, guys, this riser is very dense. It's not heavy, but it is a super dense riser. And there is no vibration in this bow at all. There's no aftershot, vibration, recoil felt, noise, any of that stuff whatsoever. I've got my cool little arrow holder on here. Got it set up for hunting. I put Velcro. They send really nice material, But I use Velcro because I like to cover this front portion of my riser. That's why I use Velcro, because when I'm hunting and I load an arrow, where does your arrow hit? It hits at the front, right? If you have no material in this section, you're going to get a tick. When you're loading an arrow, say a deer's out there and you're loading an arrow, when you go to put it on your riser, that's where it touches, that's where the noise is going to come from. So I custom cut Velcro that comes out further to pad that little spot right there for my arrow contact when I'm loading. That way, every time I load an arrow, there is no noise whatsoever. So that's why I used Velcro on mine versus the calf hair that they send with it, which is super nice. And if you're not hunting with the bow, it doesn't make any difference. You can just go shoot 3D with a beautiful bow. And I promise you, everywhere you go, people are going to think you have a super high-end custom bow. They're going to be, Lord, that's a pretty bow. Where'd you get that, man? Who made that? 3Rivers. Okay. So I'm going to shoot it, guys. The bow is extremely fast. extremely quiet, and we about to do it. Check it out. Bow's quick. It's really quick, dead on too, boy. Thing really hit to where you're looking without really any effort at all. It does. Just stack them right in there all day long. And I'm telling you, by far one of the fastest recurves that I have personally ever shot. Haven't shot it through the graph, but I'm going to say it is as fast as that Oberon takedown, which was the fastest production recurve I'd ever seen. And it has carbon bamboo limbs. This bow is every bit as fast as that bow. Every ounce of it. So, yes, it has very, very good speed. There's no doubt about it. I'm on, I'll shoot the far target. I'll see if I can shoot that dot on out there. It's way on out there, but I'll see if I can even hit that little orange dot out there. Right on the right edge of it. Right on the edge of it. Dead center. Dead center of the little orange dot, 22 yards probably. So this bow is so easy to shoot, and I shoot quick like I do with all bows. Sorry, like all of them, guys. I don't hold long. I'm shooting split finger. I look at my spot, I line up, I draw, I come into my anchor, I hit my anchor, I look at my spot, and I shoot. Done deal, done. And ultra lightweight bows are a little more difficult for me to shoot like that with, because they want to drift at full draw. That's why I have to run loaded quivers and things to put a little weight to them. This bow, especially with the quiver, man, you draw this thing and look at your spot, it ain't moving. It ain't going to drift or move. It's just going to sit there and let you shoot your shot. It's almost like shooting an aluminum ILF bow, except for it's a lot prettier and a lot quieter. So that's why I like this bow. This takedown is unbelievably beautiful and such a shooter. So let me grab these arrows and I'll shoot a couple more times for you guys, and hopefully you'll get a complete understanding of why I'm so excited about the new for this year Thunderstorm Recurve by 3Rivers Archery. It's super cool, guys. So nice to be out here. I don't know if you guys didn't catch it on one of my earlier videos. This property that I'm on, God absolutely blessed us. 25 years I wanted to buy this property. 25 years I tried. It could not be bought. God opened the door. He opened the door, man, and it's ours. We own it. It's ours. I do whatever I want to out here. It's just a God thing. That's it. You know, I've learned in life, just be patient. Be patient and wait on the Lord. He knows the desires of your heart. You put him first, and he will give you the desires of your heart in his time. It's a fact, guys. It's a fact. And it's all in his timing. You just got to be cool with what your situation is at the time. You got to learn patience. Because sometimes he waits a while. Sometimes he waits a long time. You think he's never going to do it. Never going to help you. I'm going to shoot this little baby coyote target. I got this little small one with the chipmunk in his mouth. And these little miniature targets like that, you got to really focus hard on them shooting instinctive, because it's a little bitty tiny spot you're trying to shoot. But smoked him. Yeah. He would not have enjoyed that meal. I promise you that. He would not have. Look at that. Just even little bitty targets, man. This bow is like, you could shoot little small stuff with it. That's why I'm rocking it so much. Just remember, be patient, wait on the Lord. He knows the desires of your heart, and he will give them to you in his time. Just like the deer that I've killed. The deer that I've killed with these recurve bows, the big deer that I thought would never happen, you know, and it's just a deer. It's just an animal, okay? But he knows. If you really want to get it done, he knows you do. And don't think he can't make that happen. Because he sure can. He can do it. So anyway, let's do some shooting. Show you what's up with it. Bow is so fast. Quick. Quick, quick. Complete pass through. About shot my target up. I just want a deer to give me a shot with this thing. I'm going to absolutely drill it. It's going to be game over. Be game over quick for a deer. I promise you. With a beauty like this.